So I made her her bottle, even though it wasn't time, and gave her some cuddles. She just continued to kick off until I fed her her bottle. Meanwhile, Amara was in a nice happy mood, so she was doing her bouncer whilst all the fuss and chaos was going on. And as you can see, we just continued to scream. Then while she was screaming and fussing, I decided it was time to burp her, so here's me just doing that. And this is my lovely cat on the pedestal of how stunning is she. Whilst I cuddled Rory, I spoke to Amara because she was still happy, and then lo and behold, she kicked off as well. So it was time to feed Amara. I've got a new fringe, this is me trying it out, and then it was time for me to get dressed. I look really miserable here, I haven't showered yet, I was in a bad mood, the girls were screaming the whole time I was getting dressed, so yeah, not best pleased to be honest. Put my socks on, not impressed with the outfit, but you know, this is what we have to do, leggings and a top is standard. Then I decided the girls are really fussy now, perhaps they're tired, they've been fed, they've been changed, I've fed both babies at this point, so I decided to get them ready for going back to bed. So this is just Amara first of all. As you can see, she literally screamed and kicked off the whole time this was going on, and Aurora was in the background also continuously crying, but when you are a twin mum, unfortunately, you do have to just get used to this kind of stuff because you can only do so much. So I changed Amara, got her ready for bed, and then here is Rory just doing it off, go for a little kiss, just find yourself in lovely babies in these moments because it can be really, really stressful, really difficult, so sometimes you just have to reconnect with your child. So that was me just giving her a little kiss, telling her I love her, and getting her ready despite the continuous screaming and chaos. She was a little bit chill for a moment there, as you can see, but as soon as she was getting into her swaddle, it kicked off again. They hate going in the swaddles, but actually it makes such a difference with their sleep. They sleep so much better in the swaddles, and they disturb themselves a lot less because they don't kick about, and yeah, they just are a lifesaver in the swaddles. So here's both girls back in bed, and so I can have a little bit of quiet for now. Whilst the girls were down for the nap, I was able to get myself ready. I did shower, by the way, and this is my new hair. Then the girls didn't last long. They were up again and they were screaming again. So it was time to think of another plan. I decided that it was a good idea to try and take the girls out because it usually affects them. So I got both girls ready, but they cried. So I decided that I was going to take them probably out in the car, which is quite rare for me. So I put them into their car seats and put my shoes on all the while they screamed. And then do you know what happened? So imagine juggling two babies in two car seats through multiple viaducts in a flat block. All the while you're also pushing along the frame of the pram because that's not in the car. You get all the way down to the car after absolute chaos and a real difficult time whilst both the girls were still screaming all the way down in the lift just to find out that the car seat fixtures aren't in the car. You've got to come all the way back up. I was so parched so I quickly gulped a drink and then the girls were already asleep by the time I was ready to go out. So I